Hey everyone, this is the Kubeflow community call for the 7th of April, 2026. We're a CNCF project. Please be nice to each other, follow the code of conduct. We always have lots of stuff to talk about, so we'll move straight ahead. The first thing I always like to show is just how you join our meetings because they're a little bit hard to find sometimes. We have a website, it's kubeflow.org. Click community at the top, scroll down, and then go to the calendar section, and then you have to click this little blue link here. And when you're on the screen, you'll see a calendar view of all of our meetings. Some meetings don't occur every week, so be aware of that. If you want to register for a meeting, which means sending an invite to your email, which you need to go into, if you're using Gmail, go and accept it because it won't add to your calendar automatically anymore because of security settings on Gmail. You click register, say you want to register for the SDK. You click register, you go here, you type your email, you click request, and then anytime the owner of that meeting cancels or moves it, you should still stay on the invite. We have meetings for every single project and some cross-cutting projects, including this meeting you're in right now, which is every Tuesday, and the notebooks working group meeting and the pipelines working group meeting. So many of them. If you aren't already, please also join the CNCF Slack, which you can do again by going to the community section of the website, clicking on Kubeflow Slack channels, and then join the CNCF Slack. And then if you're already in the CNCF Slack, or either way, you're going to need to join the Kubeflow channels because there's lots of projects in the CNCF. I recommend joining the announcements one and any other projects that you particularly care about, or if you're contributing, maybe the contributors one. Awesome. Let's move on to the release. I think Tarek was ready to talk about it. I think the current status is that we released a first version of 2603, but some stuff didn't make it. And I guess Tarek will give an update.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, exactly. So the 2603 release, some components were synced, but then some major components haven't made it yet. So we are working on the next middle release, so to say, that will contain the dashboards, the notebooks, and also the trainer 2.2. So there's active work actually by these working groups, or the trainer actually is already synced, but then the dashboard and the notebooks is still ongoing. So maybe I think Christian, Matthew, and Andy, maybe if you would like to give an update about status of those pull
So at a very
requests.
high level, just the main things that people just need to be aware of if you depend on the manifests. Since we've got lots of stuff to talk about, I'll just quickly highlight it unless someone else wants to say something. But what we're doing for dashboard and notebooks is obviously these are the first releases. This version will be the first community release out of the new repos. There's notebooks repo and a dashboard repo. At the same time, for the components that are going to plan to continue existing past the end of the year, past the next release, like the KubeCon NA release, 26.11, 10, something like that. Which is the dashboard and notebooks v2, they use a different manifest structure to the old one. So just be aware if you're not familiar, if you use them, you'll notice when you try and update, but there is going to be a breaking change from the admin perspective, not from the user perspective in the dashboard manifest. I think we'll note that in the docs, Tarek, I assume.
Yep. Yes.
Even though it's going to be a .1. And the reason we're doing it a .1 is because we really want to, there's no user-facing changes, and having multiple docs versions for the same thing would just be crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like also like the up for discussion as well, like whether it would be like under the 2603.1 or maybe we have a new mid release before the October release. So that I think
I think Julius was on board with just doing it as a patch release so that we can stick to 2 for a year, at least from the beginning. But yeah, I'll leave it to him. But I think we agreed that it would be less confusing to just say that if you're planning to upgrade, maybe hold off a week or two and just do some testing for now on the non-dashboard and notebooks components, and then upgrade in a week or two once we're releasing the RC for this, and then test that, and then it'll be worth the update from a security perspective as well. So. And also, the one last thing as well is that there is going to be, it's not going to be, well, it's up to Julius where it is physically, but there is an alpha release of Notebooks 2.0. Not ready to be used. Do not deploy it on a production cluster. Any cluster you deploy it on might need to be blown away if you know. But yes, so we'll talk more about that and do a demo of that publicly, maybe in the next meeting or once this release comes out. But cool.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Just also one, like two updates. One regarding the website. So Dominic, the release manager, Shadow, working on updating the website. There
Oh yes.
is the release pages is merged, but then this drop down. Yes, exactly. So we are missing 111 and 2603. So we need some time from you, Matthew, to support in this.
Yep. I don't know if it's documented, but you'll also need to go to 110 and mark it as archived so that it shows up with like this page, this sort of thing at the top.
Yeah. Mm. So we need to document, or maybe if you have it already documented, then
I think
we
it's
can.
in the file where you need to do it, but yeah, okay. Well,
Okay. Yeah.
okay,
But I
I'll
mean,
point you
yeah.
to
So
the right
it's
file.
yeah, because I mean, Dominic is
Yeah,
helping
that should be easy
in
to
this.
do.
So yeah.
The only
Yes.
part that's always painful is in the Telefy. You always have to talk to them, unfortunately.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
web host.
Yes. And then regarding the release video, so I think from the last community call, it was that okay, we can proceed with having also like a release video as well. So we will be updating the slides for the release. Um,
Don't have a blog. There's no blog yet, I guess.
no, not yet. So it's still also
I
ongoing.
guess
So the
actually
blog.
that's good because the blog would need to include information about notebooks, stuff that isn't there if it's not in the patch release, right?
Yeah, exactly. So since like the batch release will contain also like two major updates. So,
Oh,
but
and
I mean,
trainer as well.
yeah, but I mean, we can actually like start, or Danisha is the product manager, so it's we'll prepare a draft for the for the blog post. But then maybe we don't have to release it until we come up with a new patch release for trainer and dashboard and notebook.
Do
Same
we
also
have a
for.
draft
Mm.
already?
She hasn't shared that yet, but no, I don't think the draft is there. But she's working on it. But the slides is also like there, so the liaisons will update the components that have been synced. But then the rest, I think, will for the notebooks and dashboard that can maybe part of the patch release. And the video format during the chat or during the last release meeting, there was some discussion maybe to reduce the editing efforts that we can go through the slides and record, or it's already recorded for the release team meeting, and that can be used as the release video, so that it's not like a separate video, so that we can also have that finalizer quicker as well, compared to the previous format when we will every liaison need to do a record separately, and then there is like some editing efforts that's needed to create the actual release video. So we're going to change the format, but then we keep the release video, but with a different format. Yeah.
So the current status, what's the actual final outcome there? We're not doing one, or we are, or I'm confused?
No, we're gonna have a release video, but then it's a different format. So it's like a recording of the release team meeting that can be used as a release video.
Okay. Cool. Anything else? I'm just going down these other topics.
No, that's all for the release, I think.
So that's already ready, so I'll just remove that one there. I'll put that at the bottom, actually. That's fine. Okay. Okay. And so yeah, we probably should include versions that are going to be in the next one. Well. Okay. If anyone's got any other changes that they've realized, does anyone else want to say anything that they know needs to get into this release? Because we're probably going to cut the RC as soon as the dashboard's ready. Andre, are you happy with 2.2? for a trainer? And I'm sorry, I won't throw you under the bus. Anyway, anyone else got anything they want to say there before we move on to the next topic? Turek, any last comments? Thank you for your work on this, by the way. It's been great, as always. It's amazing. Releasing is one of those things that that's what makes a true maintainer. Getting a release out, being willing to go through the hard yards to do that, and we're always thankful for everyone willing to do that, as always. And we should always recognize that it is a lot of work, and I'm very happy for that. Okay, so is the person who does GSOC stuff here? Ramesh, are you here? Do you want to quickly give an update?
Yeah. So on the GSOC one, we have 402 proposals across 14 different project proposals. So that's a lot. But what I found is there were a couple projects, especially the MCP server one and the RAG application one. Predominantly, I think one got 150, another got 85 or something. So yeah, kudos to those mentors who did put very popular topics on there. Seems like definitely a lot of interest from the community on AI slop. So anyways, I think rest of the projects seemed manageable. I think they also got decent amount of proposals. I wouldn't want to minimize those. They each one got at least a minimum of 10 proposals, so that's a little bit more manageable. I put all the proposals broke down by the project into a spreadsheet, and I shared with you guys on the Slack. Please.
The mentors, to be clear.
For the mentors.
Not the general public. We're not allowed to actually share.
Yes. Yeah. Mentors, yeah, please. Yeah, this is only mentors' time right now. The time to submit a proposal is over. So if somebody is asking that, hey, can I submit a proposal through GSOC? No, they cannot. They can still come and contribute to the Kubeflow community. They are always welcome. Not to the GSOC this year. Maybe next year they can come back again. For the existing proposals, my ask for the mentors is we have 21st is the deadline that I need to submit the ranked proposals back to GSOC GSOC program. So before that, if you need to go through the proposals, pick 2 or 3, however many you want to interview the candidates, go through that interview process and propose 1 or 2 names per proposal as your choices. Then we can rank through the projects itself. I do not know how many slots we're going to be allocated. Last couple of years, we got allocated around 10 to 12, to be honest. So I'm expecting at least that many student slots will be available. So we will go through some ranking based on you rank your students 1, 2, 3, 4, however many you want to propose. Then we will take that and we'll rank it across the projects. We'll move the projects up and down, and we'll put your student in that ranking. Ultimately, Google GSOC program is looking at the students, not necessarily the proposals. So we will rank the students, but for us the proposals is the more important thing. So we will rank which proposals we want, then the student ranking will come from that.
When date do you need this? So I mean, just the main thing for the whole community is just like, I mean, it's not really for everyone. It's just to keep everyone honest. But what date do you need by? So
I need it by 20th.
So we need before then. So we need to do it. So you need to do it way before then, because you can't even rank a project that isn't like a mentor hasn't gone on and put the right thing in the system as well, right?
Right. By 20th, if mentors can give me their ranking, and by on 21st, I will sit down and
Do you want? We maybe should do it a week before then, right? Just like
that would be great. But
yeah, let's aim for a week before, and then if we have to, so what would that give us? Like just so that we can.
That would give us 20th would be that would be
13th. So
yeah.
1 week from now, effectively. So let's because the mentors do have to sign up and say that they're committing to mentor this person to even be able to rank it.
Absolutely.
If I remember rightly. So make sure you interview people. So anyway, let's follow up on that, but let's try and set a date of like this time next week. Or if not, then straight after, you know what I mean? It's like just let's be very I don't think it will happen otherwise. So
right.
Going based off last year. But thank you for your work there. Is anything else you need from us other than that?
No, just keep filtering through those proposals and have those.
Have you had anyone rank stuff yet or not yet?
I think couple of proposals, they had good participation from the community members already, so that's always a good sign in terms of having a proof of what they can bring to the community. So I would encourage everybody to do that.
Cool.
If not this year, next year's.
Awesome. Akesh?
Yeah, Ramesh. My question was, I think I asked again. This question is for mentors only. So can we put a mark like this particular XYZ proposal is rejected? Because I was reviewing few proposals for MCP server project. They're like I think 80. Few project we know that's like not very good. We want to straight away reject. So next round of review, we don't want to re-review again. I think that option is not there on the portal. Am I correct?
I mean, we can hide it, but I'm not regenerating the spreadsheet I gave it to you.
No. Spreadsheet, I think we can do. My question was regarding on the portal. Spreadsheet, I think that's what we are doing now.
That's why I will take care of the portal side. So once you have, let's say that you have 150 that you are working with, right, Akash? If you give me 2 or 3 numbers, I will take those things. I will set them as these are ranked. Everybody else goes away.
Right. Okay, that's what I want to confirm. And I think one thing we discussed before also, for let's say if there are like more than 2 or 3 people, we should take interviews, like video interviews, right?
I am suggesting that, recommending that,
I think more than suggesting, I'd say like we won't rank. If you can't commit to us that you've interviewed, then we won't rank your project. You know what I mean? Because you must.
Makes sense, especially now since like there's a lot of AI tools, a lot of people are writing good proposals. But sure, I think
it's actually a requirement that GSOC has put as well. Like they're like you must talk to your mentees.
I mean, in my opinion, don't just pick like a four proposals probably. In order to be very pragmatic about it, figure out what four students you want to interview and go with that. And because and whom, if somebody is already working with you in the community, that's even better, right? So you have some familiarity. So that way you are not too overwhelmed. You are not required to go all the 150 proposals.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Looks like we had a couple people drop who wanted to talk, but unless there's Matt, do you wanted to say something, or do you want to wait until next week? Did you say?
I can talk now. Yeah, I just have to drop in 5 minutes. But...
Yeah, if you just want to quickly say what you want people to look at, we can cover it again next week as well. But
yeah, sounds good. So the gist of it is I updated the KEP that was around experiment tracking in Kubeflow. Originally, the proposal was around expanding the Kubeflow model registry for experiment tracking, but that effort was abandoned, and there was some consideration of, well, maybe we can adopt MLflow. And in the meantime, Red Hat has been working on productizing MLflow and making it integrate well within Kubernetes. So we have MLflow plugins that add multi-tenancy to MLflow that are at the Kubernetes namespace boundary. So that's the tenant isolation. And it also has Kubernetes-based RBAC for every MLflow endpoint. So I think it's a really good fit for the multi-user deployment architecture of Kubeflow. And so the suggestion here is that we have first-class integration with MLflow. The argument is in the KEP. I don't need to repeat it here, but that's at a high level the general pitch. So if you're interested, please take a look and review the KEP. I'm also available on Slack if you have specific questions as well.
We should definitely sync on the auth side, because we're going to definitely have to add group support very soon in the rest of the components. So we should just make sure that, you know, group as in like not RBAC. What do you call it? IDP groups. So like users can assign their, like, rather if they have 1,000 people in a company, it can be a bit crazy to assign, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So as long as it can do subject access review or self-subject access review, then it'll work.
Can the MLflow API that you've made upstream work with that? That's kind of what I was wondering.
I'd have to test it out, but assuming that the Kubernetes cluster is configured with that IDP, and because I assume like pipelines, for example, uses self-subject access review. So assuming that will continue to work in this new configuration. But
that does work, but what I'm asking is, can it do a subject of type group?
Yes. So there's the plugin that I have. The way it works is that it maps every single API endpoint in MLflow to a Kubernetes RBAC call, and the repo is linked somewhere in the proposal. But there's two modes. It can do self-subject access review, so it uses the user's token directly, or you can do subject access review. So if it's in front of like kube RBAC proxy, kube RBAC proxy can forward in the header the group and user, and then it can do a subject access review with those headers. So those are the two modes. I can link directly the repo as well.
So what do you? So I know you have to drop. So what do you need from everyone here?
Just to review the proposal if you're interested, and get your sense of like if this is something that we want to do. I know the MLflow community is really excited about this, and they would support us. So it's just, you know, do we want to have this be a first-class integration in Kubeflow, kind of at a high level, and then we can, if we're on board with that, we can talk about the technical specifics.
Cool. Is there any particular working group which owns the work? Is it?
That's part of the discussion, I guess we would have to do. But I'm happy to you know help out with that and be part of that working group.
Andre?
Yeah, I think this is a great, Matt. Thanks a lot for your time. I definitely will take a look this week. So a couple of high-level questions. Do we think we're going to deprecate all the UIs in favor of MLflow moving forward?
No, I wouldn't think so. Yeah, the proposal is that we'd at least have a launch out link to MLflow, but carry over the context of which like Kubernetes namespace you're looking at in the dashboard. Alternatively, we can embed the MLflow UI in the Kubeflow dashboard. So we have this working in our OpenShift AI dashboard. So I imagine that we could do something similar if we want to commit to maintaining that. But yeah, I would expect, like, in terms of experiment tracking, it's something we could consider if we want to deprecate just the experiment tracking UIs that we do have across Kubeflow components, but that's not part of the KEP necessarily.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, I just find MLflow metrics and visualization very useful for all the jobs we do, you know, with the training HPO pipelines, right? So I think we kind of like, you know, inherit this model for all the UIs. We can, you know, reuse duplications across all projects, right?
Yes.
Since we don't really need them at all.
Yeah, I think.
But I mean, anyway, so I think we can. Go.
Yeah, I think we'd have to make a decision. I think for now we would just assume like our components can run in standalone. But I think the way you could do it is just not add any additional UIs if we do go this approach, and just suggest like for more like a better experience for experiment tracking, like use MLflow.
You mean in model registry, I assume?
Yeah, I would kind of like,
Or do you mean in general? 'Cause we're
I
obviously
actually mean
adding-
for all the projects. So
we're adding a
yeah,
lot of
in general.
UIs and
So I mean, I would
notebooks,
love
so-
for us. I mean, yes, but we don't really need them because we do have all the things in MLflow already. So we should definitely talk about it more.
I don't think there's notebooks integration. You'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, I would imagine I would love to this solution to be portable. You know, for example, like we have customers who maybe just use, trainer, or maybe have customers who just use pipelines. So we have a way for them to use MLflow for experiment tracking. I think it will be very useful as well, right? Outside of the overall manifest deployment. So we should definitely talk about it more in the CAP.
Yeah, I think for now, like it's just focused on like having first class integration, not replacing any existing user experiences, and then we can kind of let things simmer to see like if the community likes this approach and there's adoption, then we can reconsider after that like any further changes. But it's more just adding choice to the Kubeflow user right now.
Cool. Okay, I don't want to keep you. You said you had to drop, but
yes.
Let's talk about it next time again. So people who want to review it, please do. Once we have a particular, so I guess the part that needs the final approval somewhere would be that we need to figure out what we're actually proposing, right? I haven't read it, but are we proposing to add it to the manifest? Are we proposing to have a piece that's owned by some working group, or are we proposing to just collaborate as a community? That's the question. Like the K-serve kind of thing, or so I guess that's probably the formal question once we figure that out.
Well,
yeah,
appreciate the time. Please take a look. All right, see ya.
Thanks for your work. Cool. Let's go back to, I think, KubeCon. I think. Yeah, Valentina.
Yeah. Yes, so this is our last update from KubeCon Europe. We just got the numbers from the CNCF. So as all you know, this was the first time we were doing a joint co-located event with the Cloud Native AI and Kubeflow Summit. So these are the numbers. The overall average attendance was 107. We had two tracks. The track one was all cloud native. That was 153. And then the second round, which was Kubeflow and also other cloud native topics. The average was 63. And then the peak session attendance was 386. So those are the numbers from KubeCon Europe. Thank you again, everyone who contributed to the success of this event and KubeCon Europe as a whole.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then, I think Akash, I don't know if he covered India. If we can talk that now.
Yeah. So, Madhu, we have one more topic before KubeCon Europe. Can I talk about that before?
What is
The
this?
LFX.
I thought we already
from
did this one, didn't we? Or
Can
no,
we,
we didn't do.
Akash, can we leave it to the end? I just want to make sure that we cover the other ones first. That
let's
okay
go through
with you?
KubeCon, yeah, like in one block, yeah. Let's go through KubeCon.
Okay. Sure. So for the booth part, I think we have not got any update. Today morning, I have sent a mail regarding the status update for that. Let's see what happens. I think Valentina, you're part of that email. So let's see. Again, one of our talk, like me and Abhijit, so we are happy to announce that one of our talk got accepted for Open Source Summit India, which is happening just like one day prior to KubeCon India. It's regarding one of the project which we are actively working, and other maintainers are also working for that. So yeah, that is the update for both. I mean, as and when I get update, I'll share in the community. But yeah, that's what. And I think a lot of contributors from India have volunteered for the booth part. So yeah, really happy for that. Let's see if we get a positive news for the booth part.
Cool. So people, if they're going to be there, make sure you buy your tickets. Or if you are if you're a listed maintainer of Kubeflow and you can't afford tickets, and I think travel as well, I think we can help sponsor you. So do we have any plans to put anyone forward to sponsor them?
I've actually applied for the scholarship.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Anyone else? I don't know. I don't really care about people specifically. Just like, are we going to make sure that the people who are maintainers who can't attend, who want to attend, can? So, Akash, have you done anything there? Or?
Sorry.
So anyway, we just have it listed here. So I'm just wondering if you've got any plans to push anyone forward.
I mean, not yet, but I think the contributors which are there, they're directly applying for CNCF scholarship. For Qflow side, I don't think we have anyone right now, but maybe if someone has, please do reach out to maintainers, or if they have done. Yeah, Matthew, can you share just like what is the eligibility criteria? Do they have
So
to?
it's anyone. So the most likely people who get these ones are people listed as maintainers on the Kubeflow maintainer list, not
Okay.
not owners files, just like the one that's officially a maintainers by CNCF. But
Mhm.
people on the maintainers list can write recommendations, I think, for other people. But the only requirement is that they cannot be they cannot be sponsored to, like, it has to be them as an individual, if you know. It's not a company.
Okay, okay. And how do they apply? Do they apply on the
You
website?
just
Or...
you apply here, I believe. Like there's a survey thing.
Yeah, for that, I think I'm not sure, but this is a more of an individual basis. Like, for example,
Yes.
let's say if I'm applying, I can list down my contribution, other things. I'm not sure if other
Yes.
people can help with that.
I think there is like a way to get a maintainer to like write a recommendation, but I forget how that is.
Is yeah, if someone is a maintainer and is applying, let me know. I can try to gather more information from Jorge Castro and see if there is something that we can endorse the people who are maintainers and they are trying to, to attend.
Yeah, because our goal is that if you are able and want to attend but not able to afford it, that's the goal.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. So I think the application for travel funding has ended, but the application for ticket funding has not yet, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so travel funding is already closed, but you can apply to get a free ticket, which is good. So, okay. Any other comments about India? Have you got everything ready?
Yeah, except the booth confirmation, I think everything else is ready.
Thank you. Ooh, there we go. Okay, Japan. I think who's talking about Japan.
Yeah, I can talk about it. So yeah, great news. Well, we do have people potentially attending from diverse organizations. So this group is putting together a session for the maintainer track. So that's great. And then the other thing, because we know some people will be attending, I have requested a project table space for Kubeflow on the project pavilion, as well as PR support. So yeah, once I hear anything, I will connect back. I don't know, Andre, if I think you are on the group chat. I haven't seen anything else from the session. I don't know if you had.
Okay, we don't have a whole.
No, not
Okay.
yet. Not yet. Not
Okay,
yet.
great. All right, but it's good news because we are planning on having presence there. So we just need to wait and hear from the CNCF.
Okay, cool. And then let's put the dates here as well.
Yeah, I can do that.
Awesome. Okay, and then China.
China, I don't have anyone yet. So if anyone is planning to attend, please let me know. We are also, yeah, we have someone who applied for scholarship in Japan as well. But from China, like I haven't heard anything. So if anyone is planning to attend and contribute, please let me know. So we still have a little more time, but it will be good to know as soon as possible.
Yeah, I don't think there's any even ticket page yet.
Am I not?
What is the date for this one as well?
I think it's not there. Okay, let me check.
Cool. Okay.
Huh?
I think it's for China, and I think it's September.
Okay.
So yeah, September 8 and 9. And it's joined with so it says KubeCon, Open Infra Summit, and then PyTorch conference. It seems it's all together. I will add the link there.
Okay, perfect. And then have we submitted any CFPs for Japan? I assume it's still open just while we're here.
Yeah, the maintainer track. The team is working on the submission for the maintainer track.
Perfect. And let me just we should add a link here for other people as well. We should also start planning our KubeCon NA CFPs as well for the overall project. But
Yeah, we haven't heard anything yet from CNCF about
I think it
anything.
opens in like a week, I think.
They say April, but
Oh,
they
yeah, so
haven't.
it's like in a week, I think. Yeah. CFPs. Okay, cool. Let's keep going then. Okay, North America. So I'm gonna put you on this one.
Well, actually, yeah. CFPs are open for North
Oh,
America.
perfect. Let's highlight that then. And venue. Okay, because definitely we want to make sure that I think last year we should probably do some discussions about how we make sure that we get lots of Kubeflow representation, in the main conference.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of
Mhm.
competition in like the AI track usually, and I think, yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. So yeah, just open. They didn't. Yeah, they said that they will let me know, but nothing. So, but yeah, it's good. So submit a proposal. So start planning. Are due on May. So we still have like, yeah, I don't know, 6 weeks ahead, but still don't wait till last time. And if you need someone to review your abstract, happy to help as well.
Definitely we should submit obviously for the maintenance track, but yeah, we just would love to make sure that we get lots of representation at the main conference.
Yeah, exactly. And then I will check about the process if we're gonna start submitting the project pavilion.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's move on. So we've only got 15 more minutes. So I should say CFPs are open. Start your submissions now. We can help review. Okay. Awesome. I don't know what that means, but
The what?
what is this? Project opportunities? Are we going to do one of those co-located events as well this time?
Yeah, I'm looking into that now.
Cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, and then anything else about that before we move on? Okay.
I don't
cool.
have anything else. Yep.
Okay,
Thanks.
and the virtual event?
Yeah, still waiting for 22nd of April. Once we get the link to the site to the new site for the CFP, then we also update the Kubeflow website to include that.
Do we have any speakers we're kind of chatting with now for it?
No, not yet, since the CFP is still
We should
not
start
open.
reaching out to people now, even before the CFP is open. For people, like say people who gave talks at the last Kubeflow summits and things like that.
Yeah, we checked with the CNCF if we can get access to the session eyes from the previous, but they said no, we don't have that
we can remember
access.
who talked though. We can just reach out to them.
Okay, yes, that
especially like, for example, I'm not going to say any names because we're on a recording, but like people who were on the the main stage talking about Kubeflow, for example, or people who were at the various things. We should definitely push that because we want to make sure that we have some cool talks, and that can be a preparation for people's main talks as well, right? They can give a similar talk at KubeCon NA. Anything else you need from us here?
Oh, all good.
Okay. Contributor proposals. This was last time we talked about it, Valentina. It was a really cool. Actually, let's quickly. We don't have a lot of time here, but just Akash, what were you wanting to say about this?
Yeah, so I think one of the community member he shared that. So we have like GSOC and other open source program, we have LFX mentorship as well. I don't think like as a Qflow as a org we have participated as of now. So just wanted to share this to all working group leads and maintainers that if they're looking for contributor, it's like this program is very similar to GSOC. And the advantage is again the contributor are specific to CNCF projects. So we get very specific uh, type of contributor who are like looking for open source or like CNCF project. So I think what happened for last term one, actually from Headlamp, that is a different organization, they proposed idea for Qflow plugin. I think Tariq is already mentoring that student. So just want to share that like this also program we have. So all the working group leads and other can take a look if they have some project idea. We can submit a proposal for our project idea. We can get a good contributors and like the overall flow for a good contribution as well.
I would imagine people are quite busy with GSOC, but if someone happens to want to do this, we got a couple days, I guess, to submit these.
Yeah.
Any other questions or people are you planning to do one, Akash?
No, not yet. I just want to share to like the leads and maintenance like this also, and this runs throughout the year. So like thrice in a year. So this is good opportunity. Maybe not now, if maybe in future, because I think other similar open source organizations do apply for this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going then. Okay, so contributor stuff. This was really cool last time. I want to keep highlighting it. Have we had any movement on this, Valentina, your recognition program?
Yes. So, a quick review. We are working on a contribution program that's called Contributor of the Month. So we share it in diverse channels, and the deadline to submit feedback. So right now we are collecting feedback is this Friday. So add your comments. The idea is to keep it open for one more week to hear feedback from everyone, and then start working. And we'll try to make it available on May. There's still a lot of work we need to do to make it a reality. But yeah, right now we are collecting feedback. So I connected with Jorge, he from the CNCF. He added some comments. But yeah, he liked the idea so far. It's more like, hey, what about this? What about that? Like, for example, what about heroes, like instead of contributors? And then where we can promote, like he was encouraging also when we have maintainer sessions to mention these champions. So I think that's a great idea. Francisco liked the idea, Anya as well. So we have comments from like diverse people, and yeah, we would love to hear from everyone. So if you haven't had the chance to review it, it's linked on the meeting notes. Add your comments, and the idea is we want to keep it simple. So we'll do a pilot. And with what we have here, I know we discussed it like gamification and other things. I think for this opportunity, we want to keep it as simple as possible and just, try it and see how it works. So yeah, I'm eager to start working on this, and I think it will be great for the community. So yeah, just add your comments if you have any ideas or, anything, or if you just like it, just let us know. And yeah, that's where we are right now. So yeah, so this Friday, last opportunity to submit your comments. And it will be, of course, ongoing. So it's not like you cannot, once we roll out with this, you can always, submit, and we will review. We will do a feedback session. But right now, we just want to make sure that everyone is okay to, start implementing it. I think right now the most difficult thing was how we can choose the kind of the winner. I don't like to say the winner, but how we choose the contributor of the month. That's where we need more feedback from the community.
Yep, cool.
Just a quick question, Valentina. Like, did we get confirmation from George if we can apply the official badge for?
I forgot
those
to ask
years?
him that. Let me ask him.
Yeah, that would be really
I
nice.
got
Thank you.
comment. Yeah, no, of course.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, figuring out how we decide is always going to be interesting, but just, I guess, figuring out the criteria is probably the first question as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
I think we talked last time about maybe rotating through a couple of categories so that we just have a more focus each month, maybe. Or maybe we have a different bunch. Maybe we could do them every month, but we just have a bunch of categories that we pick from. You know what I mean? I don't know. That maybe it's something like best new contributor. I don't know how to say it, like most impact, or like some kind of bug fixing person or security.
Yeah. The only thing that I'm concerned with that is like, what if that month we don't have anyone? I don't know.
But we could just have like a list of. Maybe what I'm saying is rather than having it as just the best person each month, we could be like, we have a few categories that you could win rather than.
Yeah.
This maybe makes eligibility easier.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, let me think, because what happened if, for example, we had 3 different contributors from different categories? What would we do in that case? I will like award them, the 3 of them, or
I mean, who knows? All I'm just saying is I think
yeah. No,
we
I
can
get
talk about
it.
it more, but yeah, I feel like there is something to be said about making sure that people know how they can win it. No, win it is the wrong word. How they can be
Yeah.
recognized and
Yeah,
what they should do.
That's where we need help. But yeah, we may need to do maybe more discussion. That's what we need to figure out before we put this into productions. But yeah, before we roll this, so if we want to, so this should be on the website as well, so everyone knows that this exists, how it works, but it needs to be very clear about how we choose that contributor. Akash.
Yeah, so like one question and one suggestion. Like first of all, suggestion. What I think I have seen for few other communities or talks is like, let's say we have KubeCons. Most of the Kubeflow attends as an event. So for recognition, let's say each month we will be getting one contributor. Let's say 2 or 3 months down the line we have one KubeCon. Can generally what I've seen, they show their pictures or like bubble sort of kind thing at the end of talk, like last 3 months these are the people who helped at a lot. So maybe that thing also will be one of the good thing to have for this.
Yep, we definitely should think about how we're recognizing people, and if you have ideas, let's list them out here.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'll probably put there.
Cool.
And second thing question, like Valentina, I mean there might be possibly some people will try to game it or try to hack it. So one suggestion of that, can you have like exclusive? For example, let's say if one person has got a contributor for a month, that same person cannot be chosen for, let's say, 6 month time frame, or let's say 8 month time frame, something like that. So at least we have new people, let's say.
That's a great idea. Yes.
I don't think we should solve a problem that hasn't happened yet, because maybe there is a case where someone could be, but like, let's just make the eligibility criteria really clear, because we want to encourage good behavior, rather than exclude. I think excluding can be a problem, right? Like,
Is it aimed to like recognize the existing contributor, or even to encourage new contributor to come up and help? So like,
this is exactly what I was saying. I think there's clearly a couple of categories that we probably need to come through, and maybe rotate through, maybe not. It's unclear. But or we just focus it on one of the categories. That's another option, Valentina. It's your baby, so you choose.
Baby that is about to be yeah, but no, but the spirit of this is like, yes, it's recognize anyone. That it doesn't need to be a maintainer. Maybe there's someone that had started this week. I don't know. So the categories maybe could be good to help to enable that as well. Yeah.
And do they have to be on the members list and things like that? Probably, right? But
well, I don't know about that. I think that someone needs to endorse you that is listed, because that's the idea, that we want some sort of validation. But then maybe that contributor, maybe it's just someone that is not listed. Maybe it's just a GitHub handle, or it helped a lot on an event, and that we recognize it. Tarek, you have your hand.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, exactly. So it's also like not only like the technical contribution, but also like non-technical contributions, which maybe like exactly as Valentina mentioned, like helping during event, or like organizing an event or something like that. So it's also something that also can be recognized. And also regarding like the nomination, so during the discussion in the outreach committee, we were thinking that, okay, maybe we can also get endorsement directly from like the working group leads, about like if they would like to nominate someone from the working group. So it's like as open as possible, so that we get this started soon, and then later it can also be reiterated and so on. But the idea is that to try to get this live.
Cool. Okay, we only got 3 more minutes. So this sounds great. What is our next steps, Valentina?
So next steps, I invite everyone to review it and provide any feedback, ideas on the document. Remember, the last day is this Friday, and then yeah, we will start like trying to polish this as well. And then we have a lot of action items. I will start listing like, you know, we need to create a website, we need to polish this and publish it. I need to talk, yeah, we need to talk with the CNCF, see if we can get a badge, finish the categories, all of that. So yeah, it's a lot of work we still need to do. But yeah, for everyone who is here or is maybe watching, just, you know, access the document and add your comments. And yeah, we go from there. Thanks.
Cool. Okay. So I think the only other, this one feels like a community one. So I think we already talked about this API thing, but Andre, of the things you wanted to talk about that we just have standing items on the topics, are there any that you want to highlight?
I think we're good. I think we're really urgent. We can postpone the discussion.
Okay. So yeah, I think someone needs to create that MCP server repo for them, Andre.
Yeah. I saw this thread. Actually, I will do this, I think, tomorrow or today. You'll probably
That's
tomorrow.
fine, yeah. If you need help, I can check that you've set it up in Prow and everything things, but yeah. Cool. Anyone else got anything they want to raise before we close out? Thanks, everyone.
Maybe if there's any updates about the graduation, if we have here someone here.
That's a good
anything
question. Have we checked the status on the talk review page? Where is that gone? It's down here somewhere. Let me find it. Let me just search. Maybe it's actually on the previous doc. So let me go to the archive. Okay, there was an old, I'm just gonna move that to here. Okay, so I'll put it under the leads section. Oh, it's not necessarily up to date. I'm just. Okay, this is graduation tracker. Okay, so we should check what was the status. Kubeflow, okay, we're at the top of the list. So we'll see what happens. Cool. So I guess hopefully we get to announce it at KubeCon NA, hopefully, assuming everything goes well. It's been a lot of work, but cool. Okay.
That would be amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, regarding, I think I did not attend the last call. Andy, are we applying for that AI confirmation thing?
Is it even Andre, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is just a program which we need to figure out if we're going to participate in. I think it's just a discussion at this point. And if it's even, what does it mean? You know, this is another question as well for us. Because like there's inference and.
I think we would be one of the best project to qualify for like such programs, right?
Maybe. I don't know if we have any first party inference components though. So it's more like what is being proposed to be certified.
Yeah, sorry. Let's talk about it later. Like, I think I have some thoughts, but I saw also some discussion around the conformance program. Yeah, we just need to think on this more, not right now.
Yeah, we need to.
I think the biggest problem is not like the problem, but we kind of have tools, but not the actual distribution. So, and usually it should be distribution who is Kubernetes conformant to apply for AI conformance.
Because something like a thing needs to be certified. Yeah, like they're yes. certifying a thing, and it's not, and like we are a provider of things that are in other people's certified programs, even, but platforms. Sorry, but it's not.
Yes. We should be one of the formats with the AI conformance program. Like, for example, like you have to run Kubeflow books to be AI conformant, like something like this, right?
It might be it might be the other way around. Yeah, like we define an API or something. Yeah. Like, well, I mean, I love notebooks to be part of it, but I think notebooks is cool. But I mean, trainer is even a big part as well, I assume. So, Yes, but I don't know what exactly their rules are. Do we know on the CNCF side who we should talk to about this?
I think we should join their. So right now, I think this is under Seek architecture. So they have a community call, so we can join and discuss it more.
Cool.
Yeah, one last thing. I just got confirmation from CNCF that at KubeCon North America, the project submissions will be open at the end of the month. And this is to request, the co-located event.
Perfect. So for North America, sorry?
Yes.
Cool. Do we know what it's going to be called? Is it going to be the same as last time?
We will need to discuss what we want to do based on the numbers. Start thinking about it. I will start a thread on the outreach as well.
Cool. I'm just writing here, certified more easily. E.g. trainer is presumed to solve training. That's a good idea, Andre, by the way. Like you're saying, where we provide tools, we could say like if another platform includes one of our tools for a particular area, it's like they don't need to test. That's like, yes, you have that solved, maybe. Interesting idea. Okay. They don't really have an interactive development environment one there, so no notebooks. That's sad. Oh, I guess training. Okay. Let's keep closing out this meeting. So anything final? Going once? Going twice? Thanks, everyone.